Hey, cousins. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Go ahead. Let's do it. Clap it up. Mother caution. Mother caution. Mother caution. Yes. The swerve took a left turn, thought she was going right. Bitch said, I'm going to Raw, and I'm about to tear that motherfucker out the frame. I know that's right. Yes. Yes. Y'all already know. I was in here like, ooh. Yes, ma'am. That's how you end a PLE. Let me tell y'all something real quick. Evolution did not get the media, the fanfare, the push, the things, all the things that it needed to be explosively successful. But in my book, this Evolution PLE was successful. Yes, it was. It was a success. These ladies showed up and showed the fuck out. Anybody that's coming to you with a bunch of bullshit either ain't getting no pussy, never smelt it, and still feeling some kind of way because they ain't get their high school sweetheart to get up in them drones. Okay? Them girls got in that ring and did the goddamn thing. But it was only one match I was really focused on, and we gonna get to it when we get to it. Couple of things. Y'all know these not really reviews. I do all of it, right? We gonna be talking about this PLE for a minute. So have no fear. I will be touching on things that you notice, I notice, all of that for at least the next 3 weeks. Listen, these PLEs was back to back, child. I didn't think I was gonna make it. Y'all was like, do all in, do fucking NXT. Listen, y'all wasn't gonna do me because your girl, I only could take but so much. You understand? But we made it. We made it through the PLE gauntlet on both ends. And I think overall, if you are a pro wrestling fan, you should be happy either way that you got overfed pro fucking wrestling. Do you hear me? On both ends. You understand? If I had to say all in overall for the weekend was the one to watch. For WWE, the PLE that stole the whole gambit for PLEs was Evolution 2. I'm not even finna argue with nobody about it. Evolution 2 took the whole thing. So in terms of PLEs this weekend, All In was number 1, Evolution was number 2. I can't tell you about nothing else that happened. Okay, NXT always gonna do the best they can. I'm not even gonna add that. Let's go ahead and start though. We started with Wade Barrett and Michael Cole on the 1 and 2s. Michael Cole was absolutely insufferable. I did not enjoy his commentary. I'm tired of it, and something needs to give. Something needs to give. What we should have had, which was something I also suggested, was get 2 women on the commentary. This is an all women's PLE. Make it an all women's PLE. Okay, that would have been excellent if we would have had, y'all was looking for AJ Lee, y'all was looking for Paige. A lot of times people round themselves up. No one said these bitches was coming, but everybody pumped themselves up and riled themselves up because they saw some footages. Okay, but if you were gonna get the girls, I would have put them on commentary some way, shape, form, or fashion. Who I would not have put on commentary was Stephanie McMahon. Cause bitch, aren't you bold? Aren't you bold, Stephanie? Why are you here, ma'am? You couldn't lift a finger to promote this motherfucking PLE, but yet you're here to point your little finger and say, welcome to the PLE. No, ma'am. No, ma'am. Every time you was on my screen with your flat ass, my ass itched. I didn't like it. I thought it was in poor taste. And all it did was remind me that your mother is destroying education as we know it. The other thing I didn't like, and y'all can say this might be nitpicky, but the intro, the opening video package was 3 little white girls. Y'all could have represented the WWE way better than that. You just left Saudi Arabia with this whole bullshit of we're breaking glass ceilings. Why didn't you have a little Muslim girl with her little hijab sitting there? You could have had a Puerto Rican in there, get your little black girl in there. You could have set all the girls on the couch, not just three white girls. That didn't fall on that. I didn't like that. That didn't fall good on me. I said, like, really, really. But I forget what this company stands for, and I know who they all about. So those were some things that I didn't care for. I also didn't care that Vicky Guerrero was there. It was in poor taste and it was disgusting, especially with all she got going on. And that was the main reason why they got her up out of AEW. But WWE is always going to open their arms to the legends and their families, right? Excuse me, bitch, please sit your ass down somewhere. Anyway, let's go ahead and get into what we're going to get into. We start with Becky Lynch versus Bayley versus Lyra Valkyria. Bayley looked good. Bayley looked good. She was nice and moisturized. She had those breasts on display. Hair was updated, more purple than usual. Loved it. Becky, listen, Becky said, I'm going to just wear what I already got. Because, like, you already know what you finna get from me. Becky, when she feels like she wants to really get in the closet, she does. But all we got was a long fur coat, some goggles, and her usual black zhuzh. Okay, Becky. Lyra Valkyria look cute. I actually like Lyra's rings. I think they're well made. I was sitting there looking at her wings, and I said, imagine you with your little significant other, your little bookie, and you come in the room and the lights is low and you got on some slow jams and the candles is going or whatever, and then you come in with some feathers and you say, woo, wouldn't that be cool? I like Lyra. Listen, Lyra ain't nothing about Lyra intimidating or otherwise, child. Look, the crowd was hot from the beginning. Atlanta gave the ladies what they needed. Atlanta did their thing with these women, okay? It was what it was. I actually wanted Bayley to win. That roll-up pin situation, Bayley had Lyra in a chicken wing, and Becky went ahead and did like a roll over your back into a pin situation and ended up retaining her title. It was cute. They busted their ass. Though them three put it on the line. And that is where you got This Is Wrestling. I'm not really understanding why Big E and them were so charged up about the main event. Don't get me wrong, the main event ate, but This Is Wrestling was being said throughout the night. Okay? Moving right along. JC Jane and Jordan Grace NXT Women's title. I'm not even gonna hold you. I wasn't really interested in this. I already told y'all JC Jane. I don't see it for her face or none of that. Jordan Grace, whatever. What you need to know in this match, JC Jane, as she was pinning Jordan Grace, she punched her in her nose. And so what had happened was Jordan was about to get the win, and Blake Monroe bust her in the back with the NXT title, and she ended up losing. And so what we got now is a Blake Monroe heel turn. Okay, she put her finger in her mouth. It was like, and that lets you know she a bad guy, right? But she's still sexy. I said, didn't she do that with Toni Storm? Okay, whatever. They ain't waste no time making her a bad girl, and she about to get all up and through JC Jane and her little crew. Okay, there you go. With that being said, so we had JC Jane retain. It was cute or whatever. They worked hard. They look fine. Raquel Rodriguez, Roxanne Perez versus Sol Ruka, Zarya, Asuka, Kairi Sane, Charlotte Flair, and Alexa Bliss. I just knew that the tag team of convenience was going to do their thing. But first, let's go ahead and talk about the girls. Raquel and Roxanne, they look like they usually look. Raquel, I think she listened to Kevin Nash when he told her that she needs to work harder, meaning stronger, because she's a big woman, and to make her hits feel like they mean something. And she took the constructive criticism well, and she said she'll do the best she could. And it looked like she did. Roxanne Perez is a scrappy ass bitch, okay? She was in there, and she was going to work hard and do the thug fizzle. So, Ruka, Listen, so Ruka is flying all over the ring. Soul snatchers, back breakers, whatever you need her to do, flips, splits, she is going to do it. So Ruka is dynamic. She's fun to watch. And if booked correctly on the main roster, she will be one of the biggest baby faces in the women's division. No question, hands down. Soul Ruka is like summertime, hence soul, right? Because that's basically sun in Spanish. My Hispanic cousins, Latina cousins, let me know if soul is sun in Spanish. I know I got that high school Spanish class, and I know I'm right. Zaria, listen, I'm gonna be honest, ain't nobody really seeing it for her. I don't know what it is. She kind of stick out like a sore thumb. Her whole style and stuff. Zaria look better when she just regular. So maybe they could tone down all of that crazy shit on her eyes and stuff. But my thing with Zaria on the main roster, she would be fantastic because we need more big women to be crazy. Not just Raquel, not just Nia Jax. We need Zaria to add to the big ladies that make big waves and moves. Charlotte Flair, listen, Mother Bone showed up in the purple. Listen, Mother Bone, I'm not even gonna hold you. Yes, ma'am. I loved Mother Bone's face. Card did not decline tonight. Outfit, she spends fucking money on that outfit. The bustier, the whole, loved it. Love it, love it, love it. The audience loved it too. The audience showed Mother Bone love tonight. So if she was walking around here feeling some kind of way, I hope that boosts her confidence because Atlanta let her know we want Charlotte in the ring. Alexa Bliss got a nice little ovation, but I'm gonna need Alexa Bliss to do something. She gonna have to zhuzh up the outfit. I understand. I'm not really sure why we still carrying Lily around. I wish somebody would take my idea with Lily and get that going so we could have something more for Alexa Bliss than just coming out and looking like she looked. Either way, all the girls looked good overall. But if I had to choose anyone, it would be Charlotte Flair. Listen, Asuka and Kyrie, look. They look how they usually look, okay? They look great. They the Kabuki Warriors. Nothing to write home about. Asuka did have on the fucking Tomb Raider outfit. Not really sure what's going on with that, but I'll take it. Charlotte Flair stole the night for the looks in the Fatal 4-Way. Either way, what happened was Soul Ruka had did 2 soul snatches. The crowd was like, "Oh shit, we love it." She was about to go ahead and let Alexa get blasted by Zaria, but Charlotte pulled Alexa out the way and Zaria blasted Soul Ruka. And so that's when they was like, "Ooh, let's go ahead and pin this bitch." And so, they got pinned. Raquel came in, gave Soul Ruka a Tahana bomb, and pinned her. Soul Ruka took the pin, but Soul Ruka was working hard tonight. We got left with Charlotte and Alexa Bliss gazing into each other's eyes in the corner. The Kabuki Warriors was all kabukied out over in the corner. And again, we had to retain the titles because we are waiting for Liv Morgan to come back and be upset. The match was cute. Nothing to really like, oh my God. It was cute. Whatever. Tiffany Stratton versus Trish Stratus. Let me say this. Trish Stratus had something to prove. I feel like she was like talking to me when she was running around that fucking ring. Trish Stratus said, "Let me tell y'all something, bitch. I'm more than just a jaw and bottom teeth. I'm gonna show you hoes that I can still run these motherfucking ropes." Tiffany Stratton gave Trish a lot to get her where she needed to be. I can appreciate that. I almost felt like Trish was gonna win. But Tiffany got the best of her and literally did the prettiest moonsault and landed on Trish Stratus's face. And she took that. She ate that bump. It was cute. It was cute. We love you, Trish. The only issue is we want other people. We want somebody else. That's just really it. We want Trish to be in the audience like the other old girls. We don't need Trish to be in the ring no more. Be in the audience. That's what we want. Okay? Trish did her thing. It was cute. Tiffany, she could have got a better opponent. But whatever, child. We already know what's waiting for her at SummerSlam. Moving right along. The main event. My main event. Our main event. Jade Cargill versus Naomi. No holds bar match with special guest referee Bianca Belair. Bianca had the one piece on. And everybody's like, she pregnant. Like, can y'all not? She's not pregnant. She was down there drinking at her daddy's party because she posted it. She ain't pregnant. And now is not the time for her to be getting pregnant anyway. We need Bianca on TV. Okay? Couple things about this match. Naomi, listen. Friday, Naomi ate up Jade Cargill's back. Okay? She was whooping her ass. And she stood tall. So that usually translates to somebody losing. So I wasn't really shocked that she lost. Now, the fashion in which she lost, I didn't kind of like it. I didn't like it because Jade went through a table and got busted with a chair and got her eye dug out. But that didn't stop her. And I guess that goes with the storm is coming and it arrived. So Jade was made to look unstoppable, unbeatable, Terminator style. Naomi ate this whole match up. Naomi all over the ring. Naomi is in her heel. She doing all she got to do. She done got hit in the nose, got bleeding on the top or whatever. Listen, Naomi and Jade did what they had to do. They look solid. Only issue I will also say is Bianca. Bianca didn't do nothing of significance outside of ref. But the whole time a story was being told. And the story was she was devastated the whole time. Anytime she had to do a 1, 2, 3, she looked like she was about to fall the fuck apart. Right? Because these are two girls, two ladies that she loved. These her friends. They got history. And she didn't want to be a part of this. But she felt like she had to be there, not because they told her to, but because it was paramount and it was important to be there. So I understand the storytelling aspect of this match. Okay? With that being said, at the end, Jay got the 1, 2, 3 with a jaded through the table. Naomi took it like a pro. You understand? And Bianca came over and held Jade's hand up. Jade looked at Bianca. Bianca looked at Jade. And you could just communicate. It was like, this ain't what I was talking about when I said, like, work. Like, we got to talk. Like, you could see they was looking at each other like, we need to talk, bitch. I don't know when we going to do it and how, but we still on the same brand. So we need to talk. It was a cute little judge. I'm not even upset about it. I think it was short. No holds barred. Y'all need to be outside the ring all up and through the crowd and taking some heavy duty bumps. But y'all kept it cute. Did what you could with the stuff under the table. We got some Slim Jim tables. We got a toolbox. We got a kendo stick. We got some chairs. We got an eye gouge. We got all of that. We got the drama from Bianca. I liked it. I thought it was cute. I wasn't surprised about the outcome. I'm just glad I saw 3 women, 3 black women representing for the culture. You understand? I just love it. I love it. Battle Royale. Listen, I liked it. Battle Royale. Y'all said I was losing. I did choose Lash Legend, and I feel like I should get a couple points for Lash Legend. The Battle Royale, and we're gonna go through the entrances real quick as fast as I can. So Nikki Bella came out, rolling her little hips. Chelsea Green with her Hervis of Piper Niven, Alba Fire, then Natalia and Maxine Dupree, the Dungeon Dolls, and then we had Jada Parker, Lash Legend, Lola Vice, Zelina Vega. Zelina, come here. Let me tell you something, sweetie. You need to do something about them wigs. You need to get them wigs together. They bone motherfucking dry, and they look like helmets. You know how when you had your Barbie doll and you was trying to get her hair how you wanted it and you added all that grease and oil to it and then it got stiff and dried the fuck up and eventually your brother pulled her head off her shoulders? That's Zelina Vega's whole situation. I don't fucking I don't like it. Now, what I described is a core memory, and I know y'all done experienced this, especially if you got brothers where they be ripping your dogs' heads off, okay? But that hair situation, girl, by Kalani Jordan, newly engaged to the fry cook. Tatum Paxley, love it, love it, love it. I think Tatum got taken out a little bit too early for anybody to really see what she could do. Izzy Dame is in there because there's a story to be told. Now, you have to watch NXT to see what these people were doing. B-Fab was next to Meechin. Go ahead, take your motherfucking earphone. Do your thing. Y'all already know what's coming. Get B-Fab away from Meechin. Ivy now came out, her cute little 1776 themed American flag situation. I thought it was cute. She looked good. Candice LeCrae, girl, listen. I think she done fried her goddamn hair because, child, she looked a hot damn mess. But she came out with Nia Jax. Interesting. Stephanie Vaquer came out there, baby. She came out there with that blue, had her straps on, got that butt right up in the air because it was going to be necessary later on in the match. And Gulia with her United States title. Let me explain something to y'all real quick. Tatum Paxley and Izzy Dame just teamed up on NXT. Okay. Lash Legend, Jada Parker, they doing the best they can with what they got. Lola Vice has been all up in the AAA situation, right? So there's stories to be told. Kalani is just like floating around like right now, okay? And we already went through Zelina Vega, child. Anyway, within seconds, we already got Tatum and Izzy out. Didn't really like that because Tatum and Izzy got their things going on, but it's cool. I get it. Whatever. Whoop de whoop de whoop. Then, Nia took out Kalani, but Kalani got caught by Tatum and Izzy Dame. Now, the only thing I didn't understand is they caught her. They could have walked her ass back over to the ring, but Kalani had to be the Kofi Kingston or the Naomi, right? So Kalani did a handstand and used her core to get back into the ring. Then we had Nikki Bella Chance, and Nikki was like over in the corner, like kind of not doing nothing. And then we had Chelsea Green. She went over there and fucked up a devil's kiss that was finna take place on Nikki. Everybody was like, oh, and Chelsea was like, y'all not getting ass just yet. I think it is hilarious what Booker T has done for the devil's kiss. I think it is absolutely genius. And it got goofy. You know, Natalya was doing the worm for Maxine Dupree, and it was all like, girl, stop. Kalani went over and missed a whole kick for Natalya's face, child. I don't know what they was doing. Them two, they was all over there fucking it up hard. Michael Cole calling Candice LeCrae, Candice Michelle, and I'm just like, Michael, like, seriously, okay? Jada is thrown out by B-Fab and Meechin. At one point, B-Fab and Meechin start twerking or the long back attack. And when I tell you B-Fab's aura literally went down into the dumps, I feel bad for her because that right there, it was just like, girl, what is we doing? Do you see what's happening to you? Nia was on Kalani's ass. Candice pulled out Kalani, eliminating her because, you know, Candice and Nia got history. So I don't know what's going on with that because Candice is over there with her dick-faced husband in that terrible-ass tag team situation. And then we got to speed this shit up. Zelina and her wig was feeling some kind of way about Gulia, and she ended up getting her out, and they was looking at each other like they're going to eat each other ass at some point. And then we got, B-Fab and Meechin got put on out. And nothing really is like going on. Lash went ahead and took out Zelina. Nikki took out Elba Fire. And then we're down to 6, which is Chelsea, Piper, Nikki, Lola, Lash, and Stephanie. And Piper got took out by Lola. Piper eliminated Lola. And then Piper is dumped out by Nikki. And then we finally get our Devil's Kiss on Chelsea Green. And the crowd was like, oh, Y'all can thank Booker T for that. Oh yeah. When they was like, that shit had me rolling. Booker T, listen, I be going in about Booker, especially when he be Booker T in. But that man be putting over them NXT girls. He be putting them over just by the ad libs. So we got to see the Devil's Kiss. And then we went on to where were we? Right, Chelsea was taken out by Nia, and then we had the big three, which was Nia, Lash Legend, and Stephanie Vaquera. What I like, it was each of the brands were represented. Stephanie and Lash Legend was like, let's get this big bitch on over there. They was whooping Nia's ass until she got kicked off the ring. Stephanie Vaquer was doing the best she could with Lash Legend. Lash was doing her thug thizzle, but Stephanie got the best of Lash because she put in the devil's kiss, and we and rolled her ass right off the apron onto the floor. Stephanie Vaquer is your basically the one that won the title for the what you call it, battle royale down to the Paris in August. Stephanie McMahon brought her funky ass into the ring to, oh my God, yeah. I was just like, girl, listen, you fucking up the zhuzh, okay? We was all feeling some kind of way. Stephanie Vaquer talked well. She said, y'all gonna remember my motherfucking name. I'm here to work. The first language for me was wrestling. I thought that was awesome. She spoke English and Spanish, and she said, bitch, I'm Stephanie Vaquer, La Primera. I said, I know that's right, bitch. I know that's right. It was cute. This was fun. Then we get to the main events. Io Sky versus Rhea Ripley for the women's title match. It was cute. Listen, Io gonna give you what you need. Rhea Ripley, I learned that Rhea Ripley, I feel like when she's comfortable with her sparring partner, she gonna give her all. Kind of like Charlotte. When Charlotte likes you, she really goes all in. Io Sky and Rhea Ripley have decent chemistry. They're comfortable with each other, so they're more willing to do wild shit. Okay, a lot of false starts, a lot of false 1, 2, 3s. People are kicking out of shit that, if you did it on a person on concrete in real life, they probably would die. So let's go ahead and get down to it, because Jessica Carr, give a round of applause for Jessica Carr, because she took a whole kit and rolled her ass right about that ring. And this is where the girls was like, you know what? I'm tired of this shit. They went all the way into the place, got up on some equipment, did a whole jump, whatever the case may be, made their way back to the ring, and, was doing their thing. They did a Spanish fly from the top rope, rolling all over the damn ring like, ow, my back, right? Naomi's music kicked in. I was like, uh-oh. I said, let me tell you something. I set the fuck up. I said, let me tell you something. If they even think of fucking my girl over, I don't even know. Naomi came. Let me tell y'all how Naomi came to the ring. She came with Daphne LaShawn. She bought herself a black referee. I know that's right. Yes, ma'am. There's a picture going around. Okay? It is of Alicia Taylor, Daphne LaShawn, and Naomi. I'm going to tell y'all something about that picture and why that picture ain't nothing to play with. If a little black girl sees something like that, she got 3 avenues while she's in the WWE. And that is now. And that's not attributed to Paul Leatherskate, so they can hold it up, because Daphne and Alicia and Naomi been working there a long time. But the fact that she could be a ring announcer, a referee, or a superstar is a beautiful motherfucking thing, baby. Let's give it up for representation. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Naomi said, Daphne, I'm cashing in. She told Alicia, go ahead. I'm cashing in on these hoes. Naomi took that briefcase, bust Io Sky in the head. Io went rolling. She said, let me get this bitch up out of here. Threw Mother Goth, Mother Leather, threw her ass on out the ring. Went ahead and did her split-legged moonsault off the second rope. Squished the fuck out of Io for the 1, 2, 3, and you got your new Raw Women's Championship. Naomi, Mother caution. Yes, ma'am. When I tell you I was up and stuck. First of all, the match was awesome. The match was awesome. Now Big E was really like, "Oh my God, this is the we got this is wrestling all night for all the girls. We got this is awesome for all the girls." Atlanta was very giving. Atlanta was very supportive. Atlanta, they came, showed up, and showed out for the girls, for the ladies. And I appreciate that because the way we got here was disrespectful. Okay? To the point where I said, I wish they even do it. If you ain't even gonna do it right, don't do the shit at all. But as usual, the woman took chicken shit and made chicken salad. This was one of the best PLEs of the year. No doubt about it. These women went out there and put their bodies on the line for our entertainment. Naomi took it home. She deserves. We went from Naomi deserves better year after year. Naomi left, showed the motherfuckers what she could do in TNA. Naomi betted on herself, came back. One of the most entertaining and one of the best heel turns right now. Y'all eating up John Cena. Naomi heel turn. The fact that this woman put her foot in it, changed her whole wardrobe, dedicated it to so dedicated. Everybody was singing Naomi's praises. She still had to hold it together and be a heel, which is the funniest shit to watch. She sat up there crying and she still had to turn it on and say, "Y'all better get your ass over there and congratulate me. Naomi is loved. She deserves this." And I don't want to hear shit. Because if I see you in the comments cutting up, if you want to see Rabbit, that's a bit. When they put that meme out, what's a wrestler that you'll go crazy over in the comments? The big three. The big three. Yeah, them three bitches, I'm going to be in your comments. I'm going to be eating your ass up. You're going to have to block me. Yeah, that's me. It was good. It was a good night of wrestling. This was successful. Maybe not successful box office wise. This was successful for us that loves wrestling, us that want women to succeed, us that just want to enjoy something and have a good time. And for the little girls and the little boys, please don't think Jazz and China and who we had, all the ladies that was in the fucking in the audience. We saw Ivory. I said Jazz. We saw Molly Holly. We saw Jacqueline. And Jacqueline wig, listen, her wig was split. You hear me? Right out the pack. I know them right at the pack waves like none other. Okay. We saw a Laundry Blase. Okay. Who else was in there? I forgot old girl with all them damn gums. Y'all know who I'm talking about. She was gumming it up tonight. I wish those ladies had more of a backstage presence, were able to say how this affected them, gave them more of an interview shit. This isn't Saturday Night Main Event. This was a big deal for the women, and I wish they utilized more of the legends than the way they did. We had Maurice. Maurice looked good, child. Listen, Maurice looked good as fuck. You hear me? All of them look good. They said we just gonna sit it out tonight. Y'all go, Trish, you go ahead and do it. Lita wasn't there. I know Barbie Blank said she did not want to sit in the audience. She wanted to do something active, but she did watch Kelly. It's too many legends not to get them bitches out there. You got that goddamn Vicky Guerrero. You could have got more of the girls out there. You could have got more of the girl. Alicia Fox ass is over there in TNA. You could have had her there. She is the first African American Divas champion. One and only. Don't get in my comments and tell me nothing about nothing else. And you know who you are, because every time I say it, you be writing them that goddamn comments. Don't get in my comments, cousin. Oh, this was fantastic. Um, just because we got a good PLE, don't mean I'm going to take this goddamn Air Max off of Paul Leviskay's neck. Because that motherfucker then turned around and went over into the goddamn conference talking about men and why he thought Well, I wasn't gonna do it because we already broke glass ceilings and the women doing what the... That's not what the question was, fathead. But we're going to leave it right there. I'll talk about that and break that down for a different day. Right now, it's the celebration of women's wrestling, and that is the focus. This was a fantastic PLE. I felt great about it. I know the women felt great about it. And I just want women's wrestling to continue to excel. And I don't want to see Stephanie McMahon's flat, funky ass on my TV no more. You stay over in Stephanie's cabaret and Stephanie's other shit you got over there. Don't come over here with that bullshit. Because you taking credit where it ain't due, okay? Had Stephanie promoted this pay-per-view the way she had her old dry-ass mouth all over that goddamn microphone, I would have felt different, okay? I would have felt different. With that being said, that's all I got. I ain't got no more, but like I said, we're going to be talking about this for weeks to come. Y'all get in the comments and tell me what you think. Deuces.